Hello, and we're finally doing another Nintendo property.
It's about damn time. Again.
Have I mentioned that I don't like the way how Nintendo does their GBA, NES, SNES, and N64 games on Switch? Let me disable this!
I don't mind this. I really don't mind this.
I do! I have an OLED, and I don't like static objects! They cause burn-in! I don't care that there's burn-in protection. I want to take every possible precaution to make sure that does not happen.
It's a damn filter, Edgy.
Anyway, welcome
It's
to
a filter
Metroid Zero
you cannot
Mission.
turn off, and that looks fucking ugly.
Welcome to Metroid Zero Mission, a GBA remake of the original Metroid.
So how many GBA remakes did Nintendo do?
A lot.
There was Link to the Past, which 4 swords. There's the Mario ones.
Right.
Zelda.
I already did mention Link to the Past.
Okay, well.
Also, how do you know if a game is linear? Well, you have to go to the right, to the left first.
Actually, Metroid's this one's not that linear. Once we actually start getting the more stronger stuff, that's when the linearity is going to stop.
Wait, I meant to say, how do you know a game's not linear?
Literally anyone you're just talking like someone who likes a lot of like 2D Zelda games from being like non-linear.
Yeah.
And all that. Like,
yeah.
Who gives a shit? Like, I like linear stuff, but I also like non-linear stuff.
I mean, it kind of depends, because a lot of the times, you know, linear games can still, you know, kind of be a ride. I mean, a roller coaster is linear.
Yeah,
right?
that's yeah.
But sometimes you kind of.
New.
All right. Do they show you the way?
Yeah, they basically just guide you the way through the game. People can complain that they're hand-holdy, but honestly, I don't really consider that.
From what I understood, Metroid. Well, the first one could be kind of, what the fuck am I supposed to do? What the fuck am I supposed to do? What the fuck am I supposed to do? And you know, if you don't like the way Metroid Zero Mission handles it, you know, if you do finish Zero Mission, you can play the original Metroid.
Yep.
You really do need the instruction manual for the original Metroid to play it.
Yeah, which is why I've never played the original Metroid.
Hi, I grew up when instruction manuals were being phased out. Do you mind explaining that to me?
They were just like a really good, like, not good, but like, they were just like a special like inclusion that came with the game itself that just had like instructions on how to set it up and like what the game itself and like how to play and all that, when most of it just tells you how to play it on the game itself.
No,
Anyways.
You're wrong. Instruction manuals were free books that came with your game.
That's what I just said.
And I just summarized it.
Well, I said it in a very like specific way and all that.
We finally can shoot.
We're both right.
Distance.
Yay!
I
mean, that's a pretty interesting.
And it only lasted 4 minutes and 20 seconds.
Is this the kind of game that you can completely play without picking it up, like ever?
Yeah, I think so. Actually.
Yeah. What do you mean by picking it up?
Well, the long range. Can you complete the game without it?
Not really.
Or do you need it for puzzle solving?
You do need a little bit of it for puzzle solving, like that one door that behind that long burst of shootable blocks. I think you can get the morph ball bombs here. It's been a long time since I last played this one.
Yeah, because just for transparency towards the viewers, this game has been on our back burner for quite a long time.
It has.
Like a
I'm
year?
I'm not gonna get all too deep into it, but just to give a bit of to give a bit of context. If I'm not mistaken, Ben was planning on doing this before Nate showed up.
Yeah, I was planning on doing the entire Metroid series before he showed up, but Nate's going to be covering Prime. I'm going to be covering the quote-unquote canon games. Because apparently Prime's not canon.
It's its own universe.
Yeah, but I don't like that. I honestly consider Prime canon.
I do too, and that's why I'm... that's why I came in here and stealing your thunder. No, I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that.
Okay, so then
I wouldn't.
Who's gonna do other M?
I am.
Well, I mean, since you're offering Edgy.
No, I'm ready to do it. I don't consider Go ahead.
Other M is the only Metroid game that I own.
I own it. I own it as well.
I own it too.
It was €8 at CES, and I knew that one of my friends really bloody despised the game, so I had to get it.
Like as a joke.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, the entire game is a joke.
That's one hell of a joke gift.
Yeah. Is there a way to fast travel in this game?
No.
Nope.
Metro games do not have fast travel. Maybe 4? But that also is going to depend on what Nintendo's going to do with 4. Because as of this recording, we still have no idea when we're doing anything.
Ben, Metroid 4 is already out. It's called Dread. It's
Prime
on the Switch.
4. Prime 4.
Okay, well, in his defense, he never specified, and we just kind of assumed that he meant Prime 4, and not, Dread.
Yeah.
Or oh wait, no, that's not Dread. Also, wait, no, Dread is 5, not Fusion is 4.
Yeah, Fusion is 4.
Oh, Fusion is 4.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. This is actually no. What was 3 then?
Super.
Oh right.
You had Metroid 1 on the NES, then you had Metroid 2 on the Game Boy,
yeah.
and then you had Super Metroid, which was Metroid 3.
Yeah.
And then 4 was Fusion, and 5 was Dread.
Okay, yeah. I forgot about 2.
Okay. Dread.
To be fair, so did Nintendo.
Right.
Where is the Switch version of Return of Samus?
Yeah,
Like
that's not...
make a remake of the remake.
I
don't
have the
care.
original version of 2 on the Switch, so honestly, I don't mind that.
And you also have A2M or A2MR or
AM2R.
AM2R. Thank you. God damn.
Which just to be clear, is not that weird category where people talk like really quietly into their microphone because apparently for whatever reason it sounds good to people. No, it's not that. It's another Metroid 2 remake.
It's literally called another Metroid 2 remake.
Yep.
Yeah, and just to be clear, it's beyond just simply PC. A lot of popular homebrew scenes have AM2R on it. I think the Wii U, if you go to the homebrew store, it has it, which I don't know why they call it the homebrew store, because, it's free.
It's
The
free.
3DS probably has it, PS Vita has it, but traditionally it's known as a PC version or a PC project, which gets ported, which,
I would say it's less.
happens.
I would say it's less a store and more like a library.
It's a launcher. It's a I don't know what to call it. But one thing I will say is that I still find it weird how Metroid is not Nintendo's prime. I'm not doing it on purpose. I swear to God,
not
I'm
a
not doing it on
main
purpose.
IP.
It's not a
It's not a main
mainline
IP.
series.
It's not the kind of IP that they're known for. But I just find it really weird how when I think Metroid, I think about stuff like, the Prime games, but it's so weird how the majority of Metroid's life is not on consoles. It's on handhelds.
I mean, so is Pokemon.
Pokemon
Yeah,
is
but
mostly just...
with Pokemon, I know, that's what I know it for. Pokemon didn't begin on the NES or the Super Nintendo. It began on the Game Boy,
yeah.
And it always stayed a handheld thing. Even nowadays, it's still a handheld thing, depending on who you ask. And they're correct, but shut up.
Also, I should actually cover this. No, this is not a 100% playthrough. There's way too much...
Damn it! No, I'm just kidding.
Fuck no. Fuck. This is one of the games I fucking despise 100%ing.
Oh yeah, I'm right there with you.
A, I do not like a lot of the Shine Spark puzzles. B, the reward for 100% is fucking garbage. I hate the 100% reward for this game.
You're honestly better off getting a postcard.
Yeah, I'd rather fully complete Sunshine than this.
Odyssey.
I'm right there with you, man. This game is awful 100%ing. You're better off just playing.
For those wondering, the 100% reward is a harder final boss. Hits harder, takes less damage, that crap. And I don't like the new final boss of this game anyway.
Is there like
you like the Mega Man X games?
Yeah.
They reward you with harder boss fights.
No, they don't.
Or extra boss fights, or
no, they
whatever.
don't. No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
X2, you get every Zero part, you get to fight Zero.
Yeah, no. If you don't get every Zero part, you fight Zero. If you do get all of them, you don't fight Zero.
Here, it's just like an extra harder version of the final boss that means nothing.
Yeah, which I don't like, to be honest. I don't like the new final boss in this game.
No one does.
Right.
By the way, me going like, just for those of you who don't really know, me going, oh, what? You didn't do 100%? I was doing a joke. I was doing a joke.
Yeah, he's thinking. Yeah.
I was being a cheeky.
Yeah. And also at this time, I'm not 100% in any other Metroid game. I don't hold me to this, but I don't know if I would 100% any other games. I do know I would not be 100%ing Fusion.
Is it stupid in Fusion too?
Yeah. Because a lot of the backtracking is not available until after you beat the game.
Right.
I mean, I appreciate the fact that Nintendo is more like catering towards like people who just want to go through the game normally, but at the same time, you're kind of hindering people you're kind of hindering completionists by not doing both at the same time.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah,
What's
like
the point?
this game, you can fully get everything before you fight the final boss.
Don't though.
Yeah, don't. Unless if you really want to, but it's like I don't really like that. I think it's not a good reward. And we now have the morph ball bombs.
Lovely.
I suck at morph ball jumping, so you won't see easy hacks for that. I utterly suck at it.
No, I attempted doing that when I played the game by myself, and I got no clue how it works. The timing is. I cannot get a hold of the timing.
I can do it with a lot of wasted time, but ultimately I just don't really understand the mechanics of morph ball jumping.
Yeah.
It's all about timing. It's really all about timing and rhythm, according to people.
It is. It really
is. If you're the kind of person that knows how to do it, power to you. But if you go like skill issue in the comment section, it will be removed.
Like that's not even funny. That's just that's genuinely like fucked
and
up.
this shows off how these bugs can get it. Alone, they're harmless. Once you get in a lot, they're eating your energy. You don't drain
so
it too
it's kind
fast.
Yeah,
Like
so
hell,
like group
touching
enemies.
that thing, that spiky thing, did more damage than being covered on by those bugs for a few seconds.
Lovely. So they attack more in groups than in like by themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, they're relatively harmless and they don't do that a lot. In fact, I think that part is the only time they actually do anything with those bugs.
Odd.
So this is like an early GBA game, right?
This was 2004. Like 3 years
the
into the GBA's life.
Huh. So then, why does the lava look like orange juice?
It's a
Because-
GBA game.
Yeah, it's a GBA
Because
game.
it's a GBA game.
Yeah, it's a GBA game.
Right, but the colors look like they were compensating for the original backlight.
The original
Or
didn't
lack
even
of
have a
backlight.
I mean,
That's
the
what I
original
was about
didn't
to
even have a
correct myself
backlight. The original didn't have a
Yeah.
backlight at all. It was just dark.
Yep.
You can't see shit on it. So
Yeah.
every single game from almost every single GBA game compensated for the GBA's
Except for Circle of the
lack
Moon.
of backlight. Except for Circle of the Moon, which I don't know what the fuck. Was
Yeah,
they
but
thinking.
games kind of lessened on this once the SP model came
Yep.
out.
Yep.
That's more like a front light for the SP. Really.
Yeah, but it solved the problem.
Yeah,
sort of.
it royally solved that problem.
Well, yeah.
So why does
yeah,
why does
yeah,
this
of
game
course.
still look like it's trying to compensate for it?
Because
That's
it's
kind of what I'm wondering then.
because a lot of kids didn't even don't have an SP at this time, so
Nate, do kids even play this game?
yes.
Yes.
Actually, yes. This is
Also-
this is
Real quick notice. I hate those turtle things. I think those are my least favorite enemies in any Metroid game.
Yeah, they cannot be attacked whatsoever, right?
They can't.
Only with like the ice.
Yeah,
weapon?
with the ice beam, they can be frozen, so they can only be used for as stepping stools. I don't like them. Because they put them in spots. They put them in really, really thick spots.
Yeah.
like you gotta really like know when to shoot them, know when to not shoot them. I don't know. I like the idea of it though. I will say.
I do
It's
too,
not-
but I don't like it.
It's definitely one of their weakest methods of doing it, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like how they put that like missile pack. I don't like how they put it there. They,
Oh no!
like,
no!
Do
that-
they require you to?
Yeah, there is a ledge grab in
Do
this
the-
version.
do the
There
trick?
is a ledge grab in this version. I do go back to get it once I get that. But here's just me
Alright.
not thinking. Or I do actually grab it beforehand, because if it with some quick motions, you actually can get that.
Yeah, I do think that I got this during my first attempt of playing this game.
I hate these bugs, by the way.
Yeah.
I hate the type of enemies that are just I exist just to be a nuisance. I don't drop anything. I'm just annoying. I hate those enemies.
Yeah,
Ben,
the
you
kind-
like Mega
yeah,
Man X.
Yeah, the kind of enemies that just go like that just fly around the screen with no consequences whatsoever. Like they're just flying through like all the terrain and all that. Like
Yeah.
clearly, they
Yeah.
just do not care. They think that like depth is merely a suggestion. That's what I see when it comes to those kind of enemies in games.
Yeah.
And yeah, they suck. And yeah, they suck. Especially considering that some of them, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm just talking. Shut the fuck up, Nate.
To be fair, neither do we. That's kind of we kind of just ad lib things here.
I mean, we literally spent the Doom playthrough just spouting brain rot.
You want to spout brain rot now?
No.
You want to repeat? I mean, do you want a repeat of Doom?
Hi, Mother Brain.
Yo, remember the time we fought this fucker in Doom?
I remember when this thing used to have legs. What the hell happened?
That's not this game.
Well,
that's not the game. That's Super.
Is what happened.
That's Super.
Right. Okay.
So what's up with the shuriken icon?
That's screw attack.
Screw attack.
Okay.
We'll be getting that very, very near the end of the game.
Oh yeah, of course.
Right.
Yeah, like we said before. Oh hey, there's hey Hui.
Playing Animal Crossing New Horizons with a Animal Crossing icon. I kind of feel like that person plays a lot of Animal Crossing.
Well, duh.
I wonder why.
Which, weirdly enough, feels like a handheld franchise which has more entries on console.
Yeah.
Technically, technically they're both like half and half. Because New Horizons is both. Because New Horizons is both like
2.5.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, but look, I get that you can take your games on the go, but I still consider the Switch to be a console and not a handheld.
I mean, handheld is a console. It's just a different type of it.
Yeah. It's just.
But
it's just not a dedicated one.
Yeah, I get what you mean, though.
Yeah.
Just let me check something real quick.
Yeah, like we said before.
What are you checking? A guide?
No. Well, technically yes, but
he was checking
not
the map.
But it's not one that I have on the free internet.
Right.
But yeah, like we said, Ben is going to be taking the mainline Metroids, and I'll be taking the Prime games.
So, I know that Dread was originally envisioned as that, but I still find it weird how we never got to see like a dedicated Metroid game, which wasn't Prime Hunters, for the DS. Like I'm looking at the map on the top right, and I'm like, that would work great on the touchscreen.
It actually would.
How did it never happen? How is it that we got more Metroid games that were called different on DS than a Metroid game on the DS?
Because that's around the point when Metroid was starting to be ignored.
It wouldn't be the first time. It wouldn't be the first time that Nintendo would ignore Metroid.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be the first time Nintendo ignored one of their, not more iconic franchises, but one that is loved just as much, just by a smaller group of people.
Yeah.
I will say Nintendo does a much better job at reviving their old IPs better than Sony does.
Yep.
And
that's really sad considering that I'm a PlayStation boy.
What are you talking about? They revive their old games all the damn time. The other day I bought The Last of Us Part 1 on PC.
Shut the fuck up. Shut up.
And soon enough, at the time of recording anyway, you could purchase The Last of Us Part 2 on PC.
By the time we're recording this, Last of Us Season 2 just got announced.
Yeah.
Huh.
So...
Lovely.
Unknown item. Some of these you actually do require to continue the game, like this one. But we have to wait till the next suit. I can't exactly remember what this one is, so don't ask.
Right.
I mean, okay, well, at least you can destroy like specially marked boxes of cereal. No.
That ominous sound I was playing a moment ago, was that always in the game, like in the original as well?
This part wasn't in I don't think the unknown items were in the game. I've never actually played the original Metroid.
No, but the sound, was that in the original?
And I think it was part of the music. Like I think the music for this game is just 16-bit 16 or 32-bit renditions of the Metroid songs.
Technically speaking, the Game Boy
16-bit.
is 32-bit, but a lot of
The GBA
games
is
kept with
GBA is
16-bit.
GBA is 16-bit.
Okay, yeah.
No, I could swear that it was 32.
DS is 32-bit.
Oh, okay.
I
always hate this part because it's kind of annoying as hell to actually figure out what you're supposed to shoot.
I mean, it's I've beaten this game very legally, mind you. And
now we can grab ledges.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, it is kind of annoying going through some parts of the game.
Now we can grab ledges.
You have the power to hang.
Good.
Like in
that's
in the original.
Pretty cool power to have.
Yeah. I'm sure most people with hands could do that already, but whatever. Video games.
Well, have you ever tried holding up your own weight?
Have you tried reaching for the sky? I don't think so. What a fun
I mean, it
thing.
depends on what your definition is of the sky, but I guess I'm tall enough.
I guess. Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, not everybody can be Mr. 6'04".
I genuinely thought you were going to say nobody can be Mr. Fantastic.
Well, no.
Because I don't know. It's unless you're like Miles Teller, in which you're not Mr. Fantastic. There's no way. You are not.
I still remember a couple of years back when the Fall Guys Twitter account made a post saying that their characters are 6 feet, and everybody was like, "Oh my god, that's larger than I am," and I was like, "Seriously?
Huh?
Damn, y'all are short."
The fuck? That's sizist, Edgy.
I would like to keep in mind that we mentioned Reed Richards, and this is the same weekend that he and Susan came out for Marvel Rivals.
Nice. Also, you mentioned different sizes from literally like the end of Doom, that saying that short people are cool. What the hell happened, my dude?
A week happened. A literal
People
week
change.
happened.